From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Michael Badgley ready to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, here's Locke. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Well, that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Denver.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Locke now on first down. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Chargers 19-yard line.
On the counter, Lindsay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Completion, second and 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Second and 10. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Lindsay.
Phillip Philip Lindsay there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he'll get it into enemy. Territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. It's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Block now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
He was brought down by Michael Davis.
A 3-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Lindsey here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
7 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Block now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Lindsey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
$13 yards remaining on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And they are going for it. Herbert now trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A real head scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. first and 10. Here's Locke. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Gordon on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now to the air. Locke. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now the second down throw on target. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
The 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he will find his man on the end round. Complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
2-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score. Broncos 21. Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Down Broncos.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Locke. He'll go up top here for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. KJ Hamler, 47 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here caught by Hunter Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And open left side, it's Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herbert back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Herbert throwing again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.